Okay, it's September 7th. The puppies are sleeping, so I'm getting a quick video of our dogs. What you see right there, sitting on her little haunches, is Mommy Pepper. That's the puppy's mommy. And the Havanese running towards us was Holly, who we bought to be one of our next breeders. She's purebred Havanese, but I don't think, there she is, I don't think she'll end up being a breeder. I have my doubts about her. She's a little wild. And that's Rosie walking over there. Let's see if we can get a close-up of Rosie. That's the very first Shih Tzu. There she is. The very first Shih Tzu we ever owned. She's 8. And she came, she's only 5 pounds. She came with, she was born with vitreal dysplasia, and it turned into bilateral retinal detachment, which turned into bilateral glaucoma, and we took her to Dr. McCallum up in Bellingham, the canine ophthalmologist, and she said the best thing we could do for her is to have her eyes removed, which was horrible, but we did it. Dr. McCallum said she would spend her life in pain if we didn't, and so we did, and she was 14 months old or 15 months old when that happened. Here comes crazy Holly. She's 8 months old. But Rosie was she was quite young. But she's never minded being eyeless. It doesn't seem to bother her a bit. She functions quite nicely. So there's Holly. She's purebred Havanese. She's, I was going to say 8 months old, but she's actually 9 or 10 months old. Got her DNA back, and that's fine, but her coefficient of inbreeding, which means how many people in her direct lineage she's related to, is 29%. That's pretty darned high, if you ask me. So she may just be an expensive pet, and that's fine. I'll get her fixed if I have to. So where's everybody else? Let's see, there's Ricky. Let's pull back a little bit. There's Ricky. She was our last breeder. She's a Shih Tzu. Ricky, you want to look at Mama? There you go, baby. We got her as the 3rd breeder that owned her. We got her super healthy, and the vet said, yep, she's got 2 or 3 litters left in her. Go ahead and breed her. And she just had a hard time with the litter that she only had 1 litter for us. She was just tired. She had a very, very large litter, 6, and for Shih Tzu that's a lot of puppies. And I just decided to retire her, and she's been the queen ever since. But she did make some great puppies. And who do we have here? We have Bazzle. Bazzle is also, he's a Havashu. So his mother is a Shih Tzu, full-bred, and his father was full-bred Havanese. He is Havashu, and his coefficient of inbreeding is 1%. That's more where we want it. Yeah, he's a good boy, and he makes great puppies. He and Ricky put out a good half dozen of them, and he and Pepper have done a good job. And under here we have, come around here and let me get you in here. You're hiding from Holly, aren't you? She beats you up. Watch your head, baby. That is Saffron, and she's a purebred Shih Tzu. She is 7 months old, going into her first heat, hiding from Holly because Holly's beating her up, because Holly's a wild woman, and Saffron's pretty mellow. But as long, we haven't gotten her DNA back yet. It was sent in, but it hasn't come back. So we'll see how she turns out for health, and if she passes the DNA, and then the vet says, oh yeah, she's good to go. She's good and healthy, then in a year and a half or so, she'll have a litter. We'll see what happens. So there is our crew. There are 6 of them. We've got Holly. Here she comes. Hasn't got anybody to pick on, so she's walking slow. And Saffron and Bazzle. And where did everybody go? Ricky, right there. And Pepper. Such a good mama you've been, huh? And Rosie is out in the yard somewhere. They have about, east to west, 180 feet fenced in that they play in. And north to south, guessing over 200. They have quite a little, it's fenced in. We have double fences, and kind of pan it for you. And yeah, that's where they run. As long as the weather is decent, the back door is opened, and they just go out as they please. And then out front, we have a lot of tall shrubs, small trees, and a covered porch. And they can go out there and play whenever, there's Rosie, whenever they want. Yeah, she's over there looking for a good place to poop, I think. So, yeah, they're pretty safe in the front yard. Being small dogs. There she is. There she is. Come on, Rosie Posey. So the trees and shrubs, it's nice and thick. You can see the back of the front yard from here. The gate and my wheelbarrow. Lots of tall trees and shrubs. So I don't have to worry so much about aerial predators in the front yard. But it is a much smaller area. You don't have near the space to play out there. Okay, that's our crew. Bye-bye.